Alright, what's going on? Hello, welcome. We are going to be streaming some Metal Gear Solid 2 today. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully good, hopefully good. We're going to start off here. We're on the start menu here. Before we do anything, we're going to reset the game. Sorry for the lightning there. We're going to reset the game because there is a little trick called loading trick. And in order to certify that we're not doing loading trick, we need to soft reset the game. So we do that by holding select start L1, L2, R2, R1. And the game's going to reset. So we will let that happen. Unfortunately, you cannot skip through all of the billion logos here at the start. I guess I should probably get some live split going here, huh? Where is live split? There it is. Alright. So we are playing on hard difficulty today. We're not doing European Extreme or Extreme. I'm not that good at this yet. And I guess I should start off by saying that. I'm by no means a professional speedrunner here. So some of the strats here are not very optimized. So what you see is what you get. We're doing not game over if discovered because there's a lot of strats here where we're going to intentionally take alerts at spots to get through quicker. So alrighty, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're just jumping right into it. No formalities. So the first section of the game is the tanker section, where we start off with our good old friend, Solid Snake. We have a lot of codec calls here to skip at the beginning.
All right, let's...
Now, when you hear that, you hear the rain right there, that's a little bit of an audio cue that you want to learn if you're ever going to run Metal Gear Solid, because that tells you that you're about to load into a codec call. So you need to start spamming triangle instead of X there. And just run past this guard here, right behind him there. No big deal. This area on hard is quite easy, as funny as that is, because the guard is on the other side of the level here, so we can just pretty much run all the way through and do a basic hold up on him.
Freeze.
Get a mini cutscene here we need to skip. And we're gonna just shoot straight ahead at this guy. I missed him, but that's okay.
Who's there?
Ordinarily, we would hit him with the tranquilizer there. That way we stop him from progressing forward. Just run right behind this guy. And up the stairs here. Another mini cutscene we need to skip immediately. If you don't skip this cutscene immediately, you will not make it under the camera here, and I almost messed it up. Oof. Rather close. That would have been a very bad start here.
Freeze.
Just take that guard out. There's probably a better way to do that, but I play it safe. And we're about to approach our first boss battle of the game here, Olga. Olga can be quicker depending on which direction she goes. If she goes left, then there's a perfect loop that we can try and do on her, and that'll get us through the fight very quickly. If she goes right, then the loop's a little bit harder to execute, so unfortunately we'll have to just kind of fight her the normal style. But we'll see which Olga version we get here. Okay, so we did get left Olga, so that's good. So she's gonna run behind that right there. Let's see if we get the loop here. Unfortunately, we did not get the loop. I think I might have shot too early there. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life. She's gonna go right here, so we can just shoot her right there.
We've shared everything. All the bad.
Oh yeah, she did that little fake out. She likes to do that.
Nothing else matters.
Okay. Got 2 more hits on her here.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Yeah, you have to get to Olga. If you want to get a loop on her, you have to get her before she does her little cutscenes there. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time. that's Olga. Yeah, so that was not an ideal Olga, but that, all in all, was pretty good. Took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. In the tanker, you don't really need to have so much health. Thank you, level 2 rogue. Appreciate it. Could have been better, but we'll take it. They bait you in here with a little ammo box, but we're going to just pass it up because we're going to run right into this camera here. And yep, that one right there. Take that ammo. We don't need very much USP ammo. You only need it pretty much to progress through the engine room.
Freeze.
Do a little hold up strat on that guard. There's a strategy that you can do actually to hold or to shoot him and then run past him as he turns around, but I just do the hold up. We're gonna do a warning shot here. That's gonna let us do that little trick to get past that guard. The cruise lounge is pretty easy. Just run right past this guy. He will see you, but it's not close enough to actually alert, so we proceed onward. I'm going a little fast. I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying. There's a lot to keep track of here in the speedrun, so we're trying to do my best to explain what's going on. We're going to jump down here, and this guard right here is about to get into position. We're going to shoot him and roll into him. Guard up top will see us, but that's okay because we'll be long gone. There's nobody here. The engine room is very precise timing. You need to keep moving. If you get hung up anywhere, then you will not be in the right position for all these guards.
Freeze.
We're going to do a warning shot here. That's going to give us an alert. But the reason we do it is there's a guard that normally comes into this room, and it's a lot slower if you have to deal with him. So we intentionally take the alert, and that lets us get through here very quickly, so there you go. Our alert will clear here as we enter the holds here.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
There's a guard right here. It's a little hard to see on the stream, but we just do a simple headshot on him. On the actual console, it's a lot easier to see him. We'll do a little punch buffer here and run right behind this guy. This guard up here is feeling sleepy. He's not asleep. So he goes in and out of periods where he can actually see you. As long as you run straight through that section, the timing will be correct and he won't see you. We have plenty of M9 ammo, so we are going to pass up the backup ammo behind those pipes there. If you're running a little low, you can grab that, but we shouldn't need it here. Let's see if we can do the guard rush. So we're going to move up. I wasn't supposed to take that hit, that's okay. I got him, I tagged him for sure. I don't know if I got the, tag him again there. There we go. Alright, now the guards are actually going to come in for the rush. You just do a simple lineup shot here. I say that and then I mess it up. Alright, that was the guard rush. A little bit messy. Wait for the fade out for the time. There it is. So we're still ahead on the segment time, so that's good. Even though I messed it up pretty hardcore, we're still ahead of my previous run here. Now we're going to try and set up for a little glitch here. I've had differing luck on it, so we'll see if we can actually pull it off. It's very aptly called the ladder trick. We're going to equip the USP and the camera. We're going to equip the camera as we get on the ladder here. We do some inputs, and we skip all the ladders. That actually saves a fair amount of time. The ladders take a long time to crawl down. We spam equip and unequip the M9. That gets us to crawl a little bit faster under the projector there. And we're through the first section of the holds. The second section of the holds, we're going to immediately switch the projector to the right side. Hold up this guard, bump into this one, and we wait right here.
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear Force to
and barrel roll.
nuclear strike capability. The world is
and that's the second section of the holds. The third section of the holds is not that difficult, really. We're going to utilize a little bit of a glitch here in the HD collection. When they upscaled the game to HD, they made some errors in the hitboxes. So by taking a picture in that exact spot, we can actually get the Marines logo picture without, well, seeing the Marines logo. Ordinarily you have to go kind of all the way into the back. That's the tanker, by the way. Ordinarily you have to go all the way into the back to actually see the Marines logo, but that little trick saves us a lot of time. Otacon's going to come in here and tell us our pictures are absolutely amazing or whatever. There you go. A lot of cutscenes to skip right here. There's a little bit of a trick to look out for here. When you see the Metal Gear HD Collection logo pop up in the bottom right, that lets you know you have one more cutscene before a save prompt. The save prompt, if you hit yes on it, will take a long time because it has to load your saves from your console. And if you're like me and you have an OG hard drive PS2, that can take some time. So we definitely want to say no on that save prompt. And that's going to bring us into the plant section of Metal Gear Solid 2. The plant section, we have a different character that we play as. Good old Raiden. Raiden is a little bit different from Snake because he does not do a barrel roll, he does a cartwheel. Raiden's cartwheel is actually a lot more efficient for speedrunning because he lands on his feet, so the recovery time is a lot quicker. And actually, the cartwheel is faster than just running in certain sections, so we're gonna definitely utilize that as we progress throughout the big shell here. Raiden! Yes, exactly, so. There is actually a strat here that you can swim through the air, but I have no idea how to do that one very well, so we're not going to see that here, unfortunately. It just allows you to bypass that little cutscene where you see that guard. And this is kind of a training area here. They're trying to teach you to use the node and also sneak past guards without weapons. Raiden starts off with no weapons on, I believe, normal difficulty and up. I know in, like, very easy and easy, you actually can get the M9 in the previous room. So we'll just enter some nonsense here to get through the node setup. And we're going to switch our... I didn't do this on the home screen, I kind of forgot about it. We're going to switch to previous instead of unequip. That allows us to do our menuing a little bit quicker in certain spots. It actually allows us to do some glitches later on that we'll talk about. Yes. Yes. Not nerd. Node. That is a iconic codec call, unfortunately we can't hear today. So we're going to stand right behind this guard in the bottom right corner. And when he wakes up, we're going to choke him. Oops. And do the reverse groin punch. You can actually punch their groin from behind and knocks him out instantly. We're going to stay in this spot and wait for that guard to come back. He's going to see us from afar. We will run to the left and knock to attract the attention of the other guard and run behind and out to the elevator. Very simple there. So this is where we actually get to see Raiden's face for the first time, and most Metal Gear Solid players from back in the day probably went, "Who the hell's this guy?" But yeah. The Colonel's gonna tell us all about the big shell. It's okay, we know it. There's a little bit of a trick also with these mandatory codec calls that you'll see right here. You see that red banner show up. You can wait and it will automatically answer the codec call, but when the red banner appears, you can actually press select instantly and answer the codec call a lot earlier. So that's something that's also very important to know. Our disappointment was immeasurable and our day was ruined, yes. So I hear that was the sentiment back in the day. But it's okay, we'll meet that certain snake later on. Although we don't get to play at it as him in this section of the game, unfortunately. The A-B connecting bridge there, again trying to teach you mechanics of the game here using the hanging mode. But the hanging mode's a little bit too slow for us, so we're just gonna kind of ignore them. We roll over, or cartwheel over these noise tiles and just hit that guy. Does that just as quickly. And in here is where we meet a certain Fliskin. He certainly sounds and looks like somebody we know, but he's Pliskin. Just trust me, guys. When you hear the environment sounds like that, I might have said this before, but when you hear like the environment around you, that means you're about to enter into a codec call, so you can switch to triangle to skip that instead of hitting X. If you hit X in a codec call, it's actually a lot slower, so you definitely don't want to do that. Pliskin here has just given us the SOCOM, which is our first weapon here of the plant section. We don't use it very much, but it's definitely an important tool in our arsenal here. Yet again, save prompt, say no. Otherwise, you're going to waste time waiting for those to load. Now, yep, never seen him. He doesn't look familiar. He's just some guy. He's a SEAL. What are you talking about? But this is the famous cutscene with a dud. But unfortunately, we don't have time for that, so we don't get to see him. We're gonna grab these chaff grenades. It's very important. You will need them later. You see they're cartwheeling across the bridge yet again. That is faster. And up here we're going to get to meet Peter. He's going to tell us about some bombs and how to defuse them. Now we are on New Game instead of New Game Plus, so we have to actually listen to his whole spiel here in the cutscene. It's not skippable for whatever reason. I don't know why they made this an unskippable cutscene. But that's okay.
Glad.
It's a good time to take a break anyway.
There's no need to think about
Get
this
a drink
so
of
much.
water.
You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this. This is a C4 bomb.
Really now? What are you doing, sir? Why did you just activate a bomb in here?
It's live. You can see it pulsing.
Okay.
Now you spray this on the sucker and
Hello, Blazin.
here we go.
Thank you for your cracked
Simple,
semen chicken.
the spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower,
Okay,
I'd recommend
alright.
complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man. Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer.
Yes,
It can
you learn these
recognize
lines as you hear
ionized
this,
gas
as you play
emitted
this
by
game many times
C4s.
over.
The what? In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
We're not actually going to use the
What
sensor,
if he's using
unfortunately.
some
He tells
other
us all about
odorless
it, and
substance?
it's very amazing technology, but we don't need it because the bombs are in the same place, so...
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right.
Sorry about that, Peter.
I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it? Don't complain.
Stop
It's better
complaining,
than nothing.
Raiden.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use this system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too. Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat
Yes.
Man would have allotted some C4
We know.
here in strut C as well.
Here?
Alright. That's the last of the unskippable portion of the cutscene here, so... we get to keep going. Now, there is a bomb in strut C. Yes, that's just his fart cloud radius, indeed. It's Fat Man's special scent that he puts on the bombs or whatever. Yeah, remember, he says all about that. Anyway, so there's guards in this section. We're not going to defuse the bomb here right now. We're going to do a warning shot and leave the area. That leaves us with the ability to get out without taking any damage. As for why we're leaving the bomb there... oh, nice, we got the... there's an RNG that you can destroy a Cypher in 1 hit instead of 3 with the auto-aim, so we got a little lucky there. Normally you need 3 shots, but... anyway, there's a reason that we left that bomb in strut C. That'll be apparent later. Defuse the first bomb here. And we can just leave the area, because the guard has walked all the way out of our way, so... pretty simple. Now, we're back on the AB connecting bridge. We get a little strat here. It's very jank, but it does work, so... he's gonna see us.
It's the enemy. I need help.
Oh, I messed it up. Okay, well... sorry, bud. We're gonna reset.
Right, what's wrong?
That's the first mess up of the round, that's okay.
Raiden!
That is a-okay. The reason I reset is because you don't want to have a caution going into these areas. It makes it too unpredictable.
It's the enemy.
That's what I meant to do. So you barrel roll into that guy at a very specific time, and it sends him over the edge. The good news is that does not count as a kill. That was just an accident, so... he's fine. He'll just, like, climb back up, you know? Strut A has 2 bombs. The first one we're going to take care of is on the roof here. Just go right behind this guard. And defuse the bomb. Exactly, he's just going for a swim, it's no big deal.
Freeze!
Put him up, and let's get out of here. Okay, he kind of held me up there. That's alright. He's still holding his hands up, so... we want to grab those chaff grenades, it's very important for later. Now we're going to do a little glitch here called Coolant Rise. The coolant does not have an animation when you stand up, so we can utilize that to actually get through this area kind of quicker. So you see how I just insta-stood up there? I didn't quite do that one right, but that is Coolant Rise. I'm not in this right spot here. Still not in the right spots. Unfortunately, we're not going to get out of here before the guard comes back around. This spot's very iffy. There it is. The reason I can tell I was not in the right spot is there's a slight audio cue with the defusing these bombs. So we're just going to wait for this guy to pass instead of getting out of here quickly. It's okay, because it looks like we're running ahead of time right now for the Strut F split. If you do the Coolant Rise correctly, you can actually get out of that area before the guard comes back around.
There's somebody there.
There is 2 strategies here for the FA connecting bridge. You could use a chaff grenade, but I'm going to just shoot the Cypher and then shoot the guard's radio out. There's a Cypher here. Just shoot it 3 times. This guy's going to call. Just shoot his radio and move on. We need to equip the chaff grenade. We're going to try this strat. I've had, like, on and off luck with this. Need to throw it as soon as you enter the room. We're going to get shot by that guard. That's fine.
It's the enemy. I need help.
Okay, I mistimed it again. So we're going to take the reset. It's a very difficult strat, to be honest with you guys, so... But that was my fault.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me! Jack?
It's
Jack!
very... You have to throw that the second you enter the room, otherwise it will not work correctly. I still don't think it actually worked correctly. So... I'm just gonna do that. F, strut F, indeed, indeed. That's not how the strat's supposed to go, I just improvised because... I think we're gonna get an alert here, but... They're kinda shooting at me, that's not how it's supposed to happen, but... Can I get up, please, Raiden? We need these stun grenades for later, it's very important. Okay, somehow we didn't get an alert there. That works. Alright. That's gonna allow us to skip a little mini cutscene here as well, so that helps actually to have the caution. That's strut F split, by the way, I forgot about that. Now there's claymores on this bridge, and an anonymous caller here is gonna tell us about them. But we can just avoid the claymores as long as you know where they're at. So, yeah. They're really not much of a challenge. We're gonna set up our M9 and SOCOM here, because we need to shoot some cameras and guards, so... We're gonna enter and shoot this guard, and then this guard, and then we're gonna take out a couple cameras. And then there's gonna be a guard coming from our right here.
Freeze! Move!
Just hold him up. Wait for this guy to make his call. And then take him out. The bomb on hard difficulty in this room is actually on one of the boxes. So, this box right here in particular. So just spray it, and that's the bomb. There's another bomb on the heliport. Yes, Mr. X. Not deep throat. Why did it matter if I called you deep throat, Raiden says. Not realizing that's, well, you know. Anywho, we just saw a certain somebody from the tanker section, Olga. She makes her return. She does a really cool flip move off the thing here, and Raiden is not at all suspicious, like, where she went or anything. He's just kind of like, whoa! Defuse the bomb right here under the carrier, and away we go. We use the coolant rise there to stand up a little quicker as well. It's very subtle, but... That is the strut E bombs taken care of. So now we're going to go to strut D. All the guards here in the parcel room are going to be still asleep, which is handy. Raiden does wish he was that cool. He acts all cool, but he's, yeah, you know. He just complains a lot. We need this box. This box is very important for upcoming section. We'll talk about it. In fact, we'll just get our box ready to go here. Yeah, actually want to keep that on the coolant. Let's go. The D connecting bridge is not any big deal. You just cartwheel across, and there's this guard here.
Freeze!
Hold him up and just keep on going. So we need to take out these guards pretty much as soon as we get in the room here. That was not intentional, but it does work. It helps to have that guard turn around. Otherwise, he won't be in a good spot. I'm gonna wait for this guard. He can't actually see you when you're crossing this little walkway here. And there is actually strats that you want him to see you, but I prefer to take a little bit of time loss and make it a little more consistent. So, oops, defuse this bomb here. I don't know what just happened there. That second switch I did not do. I don't know what that was, but that's the first bomb. The second bomb is over here in yet another hatch. Just defuse it, and we get a codec call. Pete is crying about, you know, he actually can walk or whatever. It's fine, dude. We don't really care. We're not here for story. Just go and defuse the bomb, man. Now, they try to scare you here on the CD connecting bridge with a little camera. You'll see it here in just a moment. Oh yeah, look at this. Very scary camera, very scary, but, yeah, they didn't install it very well. Here's where the box comes in, by the way.
Who is that?
You equip and unequip the box at the right time, and your hitbox disappears, so the guards won't actually shoot at you. They'll just kind of run away. Very useful trick. We'll use that 1 or 2 more times. And we shoot out his radio just to make sure we have time to leave. Now, since we left the bomb in this area, there's not going to be any guards here. So that saves us some time because we don't have to deal with them. We can just defuse the bomb and leave. And now we get to deal with the big scary bomb that's in the deep sea docks of Strut A. We're gonna get a call right here that's gonna tell us all about it. Peter's like, you know, that was it or something, and yeah, whatever. We have 3 bullets here, and I missed, of course, so we get to use a chaff. I love the auto aim because it's very inconsistent whether it decides to actually work. But that's okay, it's just time, right? It's just time. So now we have a little bit of a time limit here on the right side of the screen there to get to Strut A. Didn't mean to hold him up, but that works. I mean, it is the safe way to hold him up. You can just kind of walk behind him. It's slightly quicker, I think, but you know, whatever. And it's our old friend again. He came back up, he swam all the way back and climbed up the ladder and, well, take another swim, buddy. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. The 300 seconds doesn't sound like a lot of time, but when we move through these areas at the pace we do, it's more than enough. For a new player, it is certainly scary. We're going to hold select here. That allows us to answer this mandatory codec call immediately. Not a big time save, but every little bit helps. Especially when I'm making mistakes like I am right now. So welcome back to the Deep Sea Dock. It looks a little bit different than when we were last here. I don't know. Just is what it is, I guess. The bomb location differs depending on which difficulty you're on. On hard, it's a little bit annoying because you have to do the hanging mode there and climb up here to get to it, but since we know where it's at, it's not that huge of a deal. Just take some time. And now we're gonna head into our next boss here, Fortune. Fortune is a time boss. There's no actual way that you can really beat her. They tempt you with her very short life bar and stamina bar, but if you actually try and hit her, it just plays a cutscene, so you definitely don't want to do that. The good news is we do have a pretty good strat to actually beat her, using the empty SOCOM that we now have. So you want your SOCOM to be empty, and you want to just go right here, and just jump out and shoot at it. When you jump out and shoot in Metal Gear Solid 2, you have invincibility frames, so we're gonna just keep abusing this, and yeah. It kind of makes this fight a little bit ridiculous, but because this is what we're gonna do the entire time. Now, we do have to move at least once during this battle. There's a mini cutscene that will play. If you don't move, actually, she will destroy this box that we're up against, so... You do want to move at least once, otherwise, she'll blow that box up, and then you're gonna have no cover, and she'll get hit on you. You can take, I think, 1 or 2 hits on hard difficulty if you have a pretty full life bar, but you don't want to. It's just not good. Because we will want to have health for later. Here's that mini cutscene. This is our cue to move. So we'll stand up and go right here and do the same thing. The reason I choose this position specifically is there's 2 SOCOM ammo boxes that we want to grab for our next boss battle. We'll grab those when she starts destroying the stage, which is about to be right now, I believe. Nope. Now it is. Okay. So grab both of those SOCOM bullets, and we'll just kind of wait for the battle to finish. That's the fortune. It is very weird. It's a very weird glitch. It looks absolutely ridiculous, but it's the easiest way to do that battle. Because the other strat is to just run back and forth in kind of the back of the stage and just do cartwheels. It's easier to do it this way. You don't really have to do anything. Now, some jokester decided to put claymores up here on the roof, so we're going to just use our box to actually avoid those. The box is multi-purpose. It gets us around bombs, gets us away from guard shots. Oh, I mistimed that. It's okay. You can do the box trick right there. I tried to, and he won't shoot you, but whatever. On the FA connecting bridge, the Cypher is not here this time around, so we can just run straight ahead. This guard will turn around to his right and won't see us, so onward we go. Now, I'm gonna not do the strat here. The strat for the warehouse normally is to use the box trick to prevent this guard from shooting you, and then just do a double tranquilizer shot on him. Well, looks like I ended up having to do that anyway. We're gonna get seen, but that's alright. Scuffed, but it's okay. Now that we have the box, though, we can get across this connecting bridge a little bit easier. It makes the avoiding the bombs a bit easier. Because Raiden has a tendency to bounce off walls, so it's very easy to mess that up and accidentally get blown up. The box kind of helps, though. With that, you don't really bounce off the walls like you do normally, so... Now, we're not going to take out that guard in the upper left corner. The reason which will become apparent later. We will get this guy, though. We'll mess up there. That's okay. Yep, nothing here. It's okay. Welcome to the heliport. This is where we meet the next boss, Fat Man. Now, Fat Man can be a very easy boss or a very difficult boss, depending on how well you take control of the battle. He does cycles of trying to shoot at you and plant bombs. You have to defuse the bombs that he plants before the fight will end. So the goal with his boss battle is to prevent him from planting bombs as much as possible. So we're going to run over to our first bomb here, defuse it. I'm not going to be able to talk here, so hold on a minute. Alright, we're going to shoot escape. And then we're going to use the SOCOM to knock him over. So we can get the 2 M9 shots on him. Defuse the second bomb here. So you just saw him go by there. Let's see if we can get to him.
Get out of my way!
Ah. There we go. Whew. That was close. He almost got the next bomb cycle set. If he starts the timer, then you do have to defuse the bomb before the fight will finish. He can plant bombs without starting the timers, but... So that was a decent Fat Man there. Lost a little bit of segment time, but we'll take it.
Good.
So now we have to find the president. The president is somewhere here in the big shell. We don't know where. Luckily, this ninja here is gonna come out of nowhere and tell us all about it. Actually, the ninja doesn't know where the president is. The ninja is gonna tell us where a certain agent is that knows where the president is. Supposedly. Laugh and grow fat. Laugh and grow thick. That should be Fat Man's motto. Anyway. Skip a bunch of cutscenes here. The ninja here is explaining that you need a guard uniform and an AK-74U to get into the Shell 1 core, which is where Ames is. He gives us, well, to us it's a he, but later on we find out. But they have given us a guard uniform. We now need to go get the AK. The AK is in strut F. The warehouse, which we had so much fun in before. Thankfully, in this circumstance, it's a little bit easier. Just set up the menus here. I don't know if that's my headphones or what. I'm getting a weird, weird audio here. I don't know what that's about, but... So, these guards are still asleep because we didn't take out this third guard up there. We're just gonna leave him be and go back the way we came. I didn't want chaff, I wanted my M9, but that's okay. We're gonna just do the same thing here on the bridge as we've done before. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, that one claymore is not very forgiving. That's why I decided to just go back and try again. We need to wait a minute here until we hear the guard's footsteps, because there's a guard that spawns watching those stairs. If you just try and go straight down them, you're gonna get seen. So we run down the stairs, grab the AK, and get out of here as soon as possible. And we'll actually avoid the guard on the first floor, so... Now we have the AK and the guard uniform, so we can go to the Shell 1 core. Again, just using our box here to avoid claymores. Welcome to the Shell 1 core. Is the stream blank or is it just me? It shouldn't be blank there, James. As far as I can see, on my end, it looks like everything's normal. So we're going to want to equip BDU and the AK. When you have those both equipped, the guards will largely just ignore you. As long as you don't bump into them or like cartwheel in front of them or anything like that, they'll leave you alone. We're going to go to the computer room first because we need to pick up the directional microphone. The story goes in this portion of the game that Ames has a pacemaker, and we need to listen for his pacemaker in order to identify him. The thing is, we know what Ames looks like and we know where his location is, but you can't actually call out to him without the directional microphone, so we have to come and grab it. And then we can go to B1. The elevators are another thing. Let's talk about that. We're going to hit the elevator button twice. You always want to do that in Metal Gear Solid because it actually makes the elevator come faster, unlike in real life. It's actually possible in at least a specific area of the game, I don't know about here, to get the elevator to come instantly on the second button press, so it's definitely worth doing that. We're gonna knock against the wall here, because we need a guard to bypass this retina scan here. So he's gonna come over, check out the knock. That's not what I intended to do. It's okay. There's nobody. There's nobody here.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
It's always something running Metal Gear. Always unexpected things to happen. So now we're inside the area with the hostages. This section's pretty hard to mess up, really. That won't stop me, though, trust me. We're gonna run south. And Ames is just down here on the bottom left corner. Here he is. Use the direction microphone and call out to him. Got a lot of cutscenes to skip here because Ames is going to talk about arsenal gear. And also the location of the president, who we're really trying to save here. We're going to get King.
King!
Yep, there it is.
And
Ocelot's gonna come out here. We need to grab our AK, quickly. It's a quick time event. You just spam R2 and away you go. So now we've lost the face mask of our guard uniform. So we can't just run by guards anymore, it's not gonna work. But it does still have some utility. Guards will not see you until they get a bit closer, so we're still gonna be wearing it for a lot of the time here. Getting out of the Shell 1 core is pretty simple. The only thing you have to be aware of is this backup unit guard right here. If you don't take him out, you're gonna have a bad time. So, yeah, you need to take him out. And then, I don't know if there's a better way to get out of here. I always just use a chaff because these cameras are kind of a pain to deal with. You're gonna want to take that guard out. Alright, good, I did get him. Phew. Oh, actually, I forgot we had a chaff, so he actually couldn't call in. We didn't get him, but that's fine. Works out either way. The point is you don't want to get an alert right there. If that backup unit guard sees you, you're gonna have a bad time. We might have messed that up, but that's okay. You cartwheel across the bridge there to leave enough tiles for you to cartwheel back across the other later on, right? Now, I forget the amount of tiles that you need to leave. I don't know if that's enough. We're gonna find out later. We're gonna just take out these guards. There may be a quicker way to do that, but...
What's that?
Well, those guys saw us. That's gonna probably come back to bite me, but... You know what? I'm not feeling like getting spotted today, so... We're gonna take a time loss and... do it that way. Bypass these claymores again. So the reason we just went back to the strut F, by the way, is we need the PSG-1, which is the sniper rifle. The upcoming bridge for the Shell 2 area that we're going to cross over has some sensors. And I actually didn't need to shoot that guard, by the way. I just kind of forgot what I was doing. But there's some sensors on it, some of which we cannot actually hit with the SOCOM. We need the PSG to hit those, so that's why we need to go get that. We're going to be shooting most of them with the SOCOM, but... Now, I believe on the lower difficulties, actually, you might be able to get away with not having it. I don't know that for sure, but that may be the case. That's fine. He won't see us. I actually probably don't even need to shoot the first guard. It's just kind of a quick shot, so I just usually do it to be safe. Welcome to the Shell 2 connecting bridge. HL12 connecting bridge. This is also where we're going to get our next boss battle. The Harrier. Which is actually surprisingly one of the more difficult boss battles in this game. It's very easy to have him catch you off cycle, and yeah, that'll be a rip real quick if he does. So, did I hit that? I did. Okay. We're just gonna shoot out these sensors. They're always in the same place, so it's pretty simple. Just shoot them all. Oops, I almost forgot one. Alright, so we took out all the sensors we can with the SOCOM. So we're going to take a Phantasmin. Shoot that one. This one on the Cypher is very trollish. Because that Cypher moves around. And you can't hit the Cypher itself. If you blow up the Cypher, then it will trigger the bombs. I don't know why. Because it's only the controller that's on there, but sure. So you have to hit the little controller box only. The rest of the shots are pretty simple. Just line them up and shoot. Welcome to the Harrier. So, we're going to take 2 shots at him here from the start. We're going to try and get a third shot on him here. Usually it doesn't hit, though. I don't actually know if it's possible to hit. Won't stop me from trying. We can shoot him here as he's entering the stage. As soon as his little targeting thing shows up there, you can shoot at him. Where did he go? He ended up on that side. That's interesting. Oh, that's real cool. Yeah. I still haven't quite perfected when you can actually hit him. There's only certain parts of the battle that he's actually susceptible. And I don't really know it yet. So I didn't get any extra hits on him there. That's okay. The Kasaka's gonna get in the way as per usual. Because Otacon can't pilot a helicopter. Alright, so he's gonna come up here and oh, he's actually doing this. I don't know what just happened. So he's gonna try and hurt us here with the Jet Blast. We're just gonna take shots on the Harrier. Otacon is doing his best, but, you know, he could do a little better. Okay, so we're gonna get those rockets. You want to be underneath the stage here. If you're not underneath the stage, that's gonna hurt. Again, the Kasaka's in the way.
I'll let you go out in style!
These rockets, if you hide behind this, they do no damage. So you definitely want to get in position behind there. Otherwise, again, you're going to have a bad time. So here he comes with the rockets. Now, we're going to just abuse the stage design to kind of just go back and forth up the stairs. And that'll pretty much prevent us from getting hit. And then we get to take some shots on him. The game's gonna lag hard here. I don't really know why it does. It just kind of does. I guess it's all the particles. We're not in horrible shape here, but I would have liked to have had more damage by now. Snake, I need more ammo. I'm gonna take a ration there because we're about to die. Not the Phantasmin, what the heck? We use the box to hide behind the AC unit here. Snake's gonna do a little bit of damage on him. Just a little bit. He says he'll take care of it, but he doesn't really help you that much. Though, actually, he did help us there because his little bit of damage means we're gonna hopefully be able to finish the fight right here on this shot.
I'll let you go out in style!
There you go, that's the Harrier. So now the bridge we're on here is going to get blown up. It's going to be in very bad condition. And we're going to need to make a very precise jump. They got my eye, yes.
Jack.
It's okay, you didn't need it, dude. Alright, this shot here, this jump here is very, very iffy. Let's see if we can get it. Alright, we actually got it, so... That's very easy to mess up. Even, like, the speedrunners that are much better than I mess that up sometimes. It's just very precise. Oh. That's embarrassing.
No, this isn't happening. Jack, you have to answer me.
Yeah,
Jack,
you have to be careful
Jack!
where you go over the railing there. Oops, great. Now I get to do this again. Oh, Jesus, I almost did it. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything.
Right? Answer me.
My God.
Right.
Okay, that was really bad. I'm sorry. Good thing we're not going for Big Boss. These continues don't matter. We're just going for Hawk, which is complete the game in under 3 hours, so... I'm hoping to do it in under 2 hours, but... we'll see. Alright. So we equip the BDU here because these guards are going to see you normally. When you have the BDU equipped, you can actually get past here without getting spotted or without, like, taking them out. I did notice, though, in practice runs that if you don't go all the way to the right here in hanging mode, they can actually still spot you. So we want to go right immediately to the ladder and we'll be good. The strut L perimeter is a little bit scary at first, but you just want to run. Just go. And knock against this wall. I messed it up. Reset again. I'm sorry. I will note we are getting into the portion of the game where I have a lot less practice on the speedrun strats.
What's going on? Right.
In that case, I didn't wait long enough after the knock. You need to wait a minute for the guard to actually turn his head. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't think we got... Yeah, we can't get across here, so... That's the only thing about Metal Gear speedruns. It's not very forgiving. If you're in alert stage in certain
Jack,
portions of the game, you're
Jack!
kind of done, so... And that is definitely one of those portions. Let's try this one more time. We should have it.
Encounter the enemy.
I guess I wasn't running quick enough.
Jack!
It's okay.
Jack!
Like I said, I'm there's a reason I'm not a professional speedrunner of this game. Alright, there we go, we got it. Okay. We're gonna spam the M9. This is similar to the crawling trick. You just speed the animation up a little bit when you do this.
What? I'm going to go in my pants.
Yep, we all know what that guy does.
But he's looking right.
You get the AK ammo here to take out these ciphers here, protecting the Shell 2 core bridge. We're just going to use the auto aim. Cartwheel across here. They make it look like you can't make this gap, but you can. They want you to use the hanging mode. But we're trying to do this quickly, so... No thank you. So we get a little bit of break from guards here. There's no guards in this area for a little while. just cutscenes and codec calls. So the president is in this room now. Well, actually not in this room. He's in a room right here that's guarded by a electric floor. We need to get the Nikita missile launcher to take out the power equipment inside the room. This is a callback to Metal Gear Solid 1, of course, where we had to do that in order to get to Otacon. So as you can hear the snoring there, the president is asleep, and he makes this as difficult as he can, right? Because if he's asleep when you try to do the Nikita, then he will be right in the way, and he's probably gonna die. If you hit him with a Nikita missile, it's a one-shot kill. He has, like, no health, so you kind of need to be careful. So we're gonna wake the president up with a Stinger missile, if I can get off the elevator button, and then we will do the Nikita, and there's a little bit of a route that you need to take with the missile that kind of avoids him getting in the way. It's more like an arc, really. You'll see what I mean when we get there, but in the meantime, we have to swim through the flooded section of the Shell 2 core in order to get the Nikita missile launcher. Those landmines, or I guess water mines, are... Ooh, they're a pain in the neck. Not so much here, but later on when we have Emma, it's very easy to bump into one of those because your hitbox is quite large, so... Hopefully we'll get to avoid those, but... It's kind of okay because you have enough health in this area, and enough health on Emma, that it's not that big of a deal, but... You see that right there? Insta elevator, that's what I was talking about. Swimming portion, yes, it is very annoying. Alright, so... Stinger missile, we're gonna shoot the president. He's gonna wake up. And we're going to go to the southeast corner here of the stage. And use the stairs right here to shoot our Nikita missile. You need to wiggle the camera back and forth, otherwise the Nikita missile will go fast through these vents, and it's easy to lose control when it does that. So here's the arc that we're going to take. We're going to go out by this pipe, and then kind of close to this equipment. He's going to ram at you the whole time. Stop it. Dude, I'm trying to save you. Anyway. So yes, we blew that up. Now we can actually go talk to the president. And he's going to tell us all about GW and Arsenal. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to hear any of that, but very important part of the story right here, so... I would heavily suggest, if you have not played Metal Gear Solid series, that you do. It's a very good series, very good story. Some people describe the series as a movie with game bits in between, and that kind of is true in some respects, but... Especially true in Metal Gear Solid 4, but, you know. So, the president has just told us about Emma Emmerich. As you see right there, Emma's location. Emma Emmerich is the sister of Otacon. There's some history between them, you could say. But that's not really important. The point is, Emma is one of the people who helped build GW, and she's the only person who can take it down, because as Otacon... Oh yeah, Snake says he took those photos. He, I don't know, those don't look like the photos we took, but that's for another day. Emma is a self-described computer whiz, so she's the only one that can take down Arsenal. Yes, EE, as Otacon calls her. Even in death, she says, "Call me Emma," and he can't help but say EE. He doesn't say Emma until after she dies, so yeah, way to go, Otacon, but that's neither here nor there. So, yes, history, yeah, that's the best way you can describe it, I think. Insta elevator, look at that. I think the Insta elevator may only be in this portion of the Shell 2. I'm not sure. I've never seen it outside of Shell 2, I think, but I could be wrong. So now we get to go swim and save Emma. Very exciting. Thankfully, Raiden has a very large O2 bar here, so we don't need to actually stop in any of these little vents. We can just go the whole way. Especially because the upcoming cutscene refills your O2, so... yeah. We get a jump scare cutscene here with old Peter. And then back to swimming. Now we're going to go get the PSG-1T right here. It gives it to you in this vent, if you didn't already have it, which we did not. We're going to use that later. If we don't get stuck on the underground, or the underwater debris there. Cracked semen chicken. Very good, thank you. Thank you there, Locked in a Cave, I appreciate that. These are some good friends of mine, they're interesting individuals, but... Alright, now we come to Vamp. Vamp is... oh, Vamp's a pain. Let's see if we can do him correctly here, though. So, we're going to start off with a headshot. And he's going to go into the water. We want to use the Stinger missiles force him out of the water. The game lags hard when you do that. And we're going to hang off the edge right here. Now, Vamp is programmed to come and slash your hands when you're hanging off the edge like this. So we're going to abuse this and use invincibility frames. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, his knife has a very, very large hit radius, so you have to be kind of careful, but the idea is you use punch cycles, you just keep punching him, and he's going to keep trying to slash you, and you just keep doing that over and over again. It's quite difficult, though. You have to be right on top of him for it to actually work. And you do not want to do punch-punch-kick. If you do punch-punch-kick, that will end the cycle, so... that was close. Alright. We got him most of the way, so one more ought to do it. Got a little bit of a spam there on Twitch. That's good. Take care of that in a minute. I don't know what happened there. It didn't let me punch him. There you go, that's Vamp. That was a pretty good Vamp run there. You can actually do it in mostly one round of punching, but it's still quite quick, either way. And now we go to the next swimming section here. Locked in a Cave, 69th sub. Appreciate it, dude. What a meme, I'll tell you. That's amazing. Alright. So we're going to swim out of the way here a little bit and grab the body armor. Up. Swim of shame. Okay. The body armor is going to be useful later on in the game. We don't really use it until the Tengu section. So now we've reached Emma, and she's going to tell us a little bit about how she can't swim. She wants us to leave her here, which, considering that she's afraid of water, I mean, she's gonna drown if we leave her here, so you'd think she wants to go with the guy who's gonna save her, but anyhow. The Tengu, in the arsenal gear. Cool, Dylan. I just didn't know whether you're okay with that or not. Alright, so now we are swimming with Emma on our back because she has been injected in the legs with some, like, numbing stuff, so she can't really, can't swim. And she doesn't want to swim anyway, so we have to do it for her. And also slowly escort her around. But they like tango. There you go. Yeah, Emma's a pain to escort around, but it's whatever. We hold hands with her, so, you know, hand-holding, very lewd. So once we get to this next trigger right here, Emma's going to go into a very long explanation about GW. Again, a very integral part of the plot here, but we're passing it all up. Heck yeah, Dylan, don't you know? It's hand-holding is lewd, bro. None of that in our Christian Metal Gear stream. Alright. So back underwater. Emma's O2 is quite small, so we do have to actually stop at a vent. Now, I kind of tend to... There we go. Thankfully I did not hit that mine. That mine is so easy to hit right there. So, she's gonna drown a little bit. It's okay. She has a lot of health. Just keep holding your breath, Emma. It's okay. You'll be fine. Water in the lungs is good for you. Actually, I don't know if I lost any health there. Oh, he's wearing gloves. That's true. I don't know, man. So we're gonna bring her as close as we can to the elevator. She doesn't like bugs, so she's not gonna want to, you know, go over them. But, look, Emma, you gotta face your fears. Alright, and then we can go up the elevator. Actually, there is a guard right here that we want to take care of. There you go. I almost hit him there with a stinger. That's absolutely what I wanted to do. And the next guards in this section don't actually spawn until you bring Emma with you, which is kind of annoying, so you can't clear this area out like ahead of time. You have to take her with you, and then clear the guards out. I don't know if that guy actually turns around. I need to switch this. There we go. That stinger was getting annoying. And the next guard's gonna be right here. And then we need to spawn the elevator guard. There he is. Which is going to prompt another guard here in the southeast corner to help this guy. So we just take him out, and then we can go take care of the elevator guard. Not very difficult, just a very kind of specific sequence you have to do that. Hand-holding, choking, what kind of stream... Hey, blame Kojima, not me, man. I don't make the game. Man, I don't know if this game audio sounds like that on stream or not, but my game audio right now sounds really interesting. It's like popping around and stuff. So we just shoot that guard real quick, and then we can leave the area. So there's going to be 2 ciphers and a guard out here on this connecting bridge. Now, you can just take them out. We're going to try and do this chaff strat here. We want to take Emma a little ways out on the bridge here before we throw this chaff grenade. The cipher kind of hovers over the area with the fire, so... Oh, come on, Emma. We may or may not have enough time here. We'll see. I threw that a little bit early, but... If we can get the fire out quickly, then we might have a chance. So there's a guard up there on the top of the screen. He's not a problem. You just kind of ignore him. Alright, we got it. We got plenty of time, so... You don't need to take out the whole fire right there with the coolant. You can just take one side and slip on by. And that's that connecting bridge. Pretty simple. Ryan's gonna get angry because I don't have card 5, but Emma's gonna show her card 5, and Ryan's just gonna get salty because she had it and he didn't. Whatever. Uh-oh. Okay. We're good. Oh, alright, Dylan. Thanks, man. We'll see you later. I hope I get under 2 hours too, but we'll see. Mr. Nerd, what a guy, man. So now we are approaching the oil fence. Oh, the oil fence, the oil fence. This is gonna be bad. Let's see here. Hopefully I can do it without any continues. This is the area, one of the areas I struggle most with for some reason. It's just, there's a lot of things you have to consider here. There's ciphers, there is guards, and you have to take them all out before Emma gets spotted. Yeah. So hopefully we can do it. We get the thermal goggles here for free because you need them to see the invisible claymores, so... So we're gonna just plan ourselves right here. Put the PSG and the PSG-1T on quick switch there. We're gonna want to take Phantasm. Man, my game audio is messing up. I hope that it doesn't sound like that on the stream. So these claymores, just shoot them. Sometimes it's difficult to get the shot lined up. But thankfully, looks like it's cooperating with me today. And this guard we need to take out now. Alright, good. We lay in this exact spot because we're right on top of where the PSG-1T ammo spawns, so we can just kind of spam shoot these guards and they'll be good to go. We'll just keep picking up ammo. There we go. Very good. Okay. Audio sounds okay? Okay, good. Oh. That's okay. So that's okay. The only thing is when Emma gets spotted, she does crouch down like that, so it's just a little bit of a time loss, but... Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just my, feed out of the, capture card or what, but... So while she's climbing up on the strut, we can start taking out the rest of the guards and ciphers for the time being. And once we kind of have taken control here, we can just wait for her to cross the oil fence and climb up on the strut here. There's going to be another guard that spawns while she is on the strut. Yep, this guy right here. You definitely want to take care of him. If you don't, he's going to be a pain. Take out the ciphers. Okay. Alright, so there's Emma. She's back. There shouldn't be any more guards on this column here because we took care of them. That guy that spawned as she was climbing up on it is the main nuisance. I tend to forget about him sometimes, so... Ciphers are going to be your worst enemy right here because they spawn right as the guards spawn on this strut, so... You kind of need to be on the lookout for them and also on the lookout for the guards, so... And the guards can see Emma from, like, an annoying distance away. So, yep. There's the cipher. At least one of them. The guard's gonna probably spawn here. That other cipher back there. Alright, hold on. Alright. Okay. Alright. That was actually, Okay, I need PSG-1 ammo. That's okay. Nah, okay, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Alright. Almost there. Almost got it without her getting seen, but she didn't die, so that's the good news, so we should be in good shape here. Yes, Emma is the death of many speedruns. I've had to do so many continues here. It's unbelievable. And I need PSG-1 ammo already. Also, the area that the PSG-1T ammo spawns is very annoying. You have to be right on where it spawns here, otherwise Raiden will not pick it up. They'll just kind of be in your vision, and you have to, like, nudge forward. Very annoying, but... I could be using the Pentasmin here to kind of steady my shot and maybe use a little bit less ammo, but... that's fine. Just take care of that guard, and I believe he should be the last guard. There's, what, 2, 4, 5 there, so that should be it in terms of guards. I believe Cyphers is all that's left now. We took out all the claymores, so we're good on that front. Snake's gonna show up here in a minute and be like, hey, just call me if you need me to take a shot or whatever, but yeah, he's not really helpful because he comes at like the last second and there's really nothing. Yeah, here he is, so. She didn't die. Wouldn't that be tragic? Yeah. Oh no, what do you mean? Everybody loves that much. She's not like, you know. Yeah, come on. But the Vamp little boss battle that's gonna come up here is tricky. You'll see that here in a second. The strat is basically to shoot Vamp in the legs with the PSG-1T. And do a similar thing as we're doing right now, where we're laying right where the ammo spawns. But, again, the ammo box is very finicky, so it's kind of hit or miss whether you can actually execute it. I mean, you can execute it, but you're supposed to be able to do it in pretty much one fell swoop, but I've had hit or miss luck with that, so we'll do it. It looks like we're on decent time right now. We're about 11 minutes ahead of schedule, so. Alright, here is the Vamp thing I was just talking about. We're going to use the Pentasmin to steady our shot. Alright, now we're out of ammo, so we're going to get up, run over here, grab our ammo, zoom back in. I missed. Yeah, his legs are very difficult to hit as well. See, he's not picking up the ammo. That's what I was talking about with him being... with this being very iffy. Okay, that's the little fence. We did it. It wasn't clean, but we did do it.
Right.
Ooh, man, I'm getting a nasty, like, audio loop here. Let me see if I can turn off my capture card audio and turn it back on. That's very weird. It's very distorted on my end. I don't know what's going on with that. Thank you. That's probably the best I've done it here, well, in any of my runs so far, because like I said, I'm 10 minutes ahead of schedule, so every other time I've had to do at least one continued. There's gonna be a guard here. He will see you, but not enough to actually alert, so oh well. Who needs him? Just get our weapons set up here. There's gonna be ciphers now on this bridge. We're gonna just use our last chaff to... or, well, we have two chaffs actually, but we'll use one of our chaffs here to just get through here. You know, I'm gonna just take the long path, because I don't trust... Yeah. And let's see if we left enough here. Oh man, we actually did. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, if you have to sidle along that, walkway, it takes a lot of time. There's bugs here now, and all the guards are gone, so we can just kind of run through here. The elevator's open for us. And that's pretty much it for the top portion of the plant. We're now going down into Arsenal Gear. And we're going to get a fake betrayal here from our good friend Snake. And we're going to see our good friend Olga again. Yeah, we're going to get asked if we want to save. Obviously, we don't want to do that.
Jack?
Nope. Now we're gonna wake up here to a torture scene. This torture scene is probably one of the more funny parts of the game, really. Well, as funny as torture can be, I suppose. Because I don't know if they just wasn't thinking about it when they made this portion.
Jack
I don't know
the
if it's
Ripper.
intentional, but good old friend here, Solidus, is going to choke us.
You know this
And
fellow?
it's going to tell you to hit triangle repeatedly,
Remember
but
me, don't you?
you don't have
grown.
to do anything. I'm not pressing any buttons right now.
High concentration of
You see my
cerebral
O2s going
implants.
down.
Have they altered your
You know,
memory too?
Hit triangle repeatedly, hit it. But, yeah, you don't lose any health, so, okay. Not sure if that was intentional or not on the part of the devs, but that is true. He never did say he was on your side. Unless you shoot him and then do a codec call in which he'll say, Raiden, I'm on your side. But we don't talk about that. So here's Olga. She's telling you, hey, I'm actually on your side, bro. Very nice of her. Harder, daddy. Yes, exactly. Raiden's into that, so.
Olga, you
She's gonna give
can't
us a
keep
good old
this up.
punch to the
They're
gut
bound
here.
to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Man, come on, that hurt. So normally you just have to kind of sit here until you get a codec call. We're going to call Rose ourselves. That's not, yep. Call Rose ourselves, that gets you out of here a little bit quicker. We're going to talk about Raiden's nightmares or something. Sure. And we get freed. So, welcome to Arsenal Gear. Raiden's going to be naked here for a minute. Let's see if we can get through here with no alerts. It is possible. It's very critical that we hold select right now, because there's a codec call from the crazy colonel, and if you don't answer it on the first frame, we won't be able to get past this guard quickly, so we hold select to answer that codec call immediately, and we can do this.
Who's there?
Nobody. Yeah, Arsenal Gear guards are very advanced, Turn the game console off right now, is what the colonel's telling us. We're not gonna do it. Sorry, buddy. This camera is a pain. Looks like we got past it. And I fell down. Okay. Well, that might be the end of it for us here, but let's see. We might still be able to get through here. But we're off the script now. Oh my goodness, no way. No way! That was totally unplanned. I did not know that route. That was some luck right there. Okay. We have to answer 5 codec calls in this area before we can proceed. You can sit here and not answer them, but it's just going to take time. Like, you can't proceed until you answer 5 codec calls, so just answer them immediately. We can do some cartwheeling in the meantime. We get that image there in the radar screen. I don't know. Don't ask me. Blame Kojima. So that's the last codec call. The next codec call will be from Rose. Well, quote-unquote Rose, I mean, later on we find out we've been talking to an AI. Snake's gonna give us our gear, and he's also gonna give us a little bit of a sword here. Now, the thing about the sword is you want to immediately do some kind of strike with it, because there's a 45-second timer that starts from the first swipe of the blade. You have to stand here for 45 seconds. It's mandatory. There's no way you can speed it up. But you obviously want to trigger that timer as soon as you can. So, in the meantime, we can just mess with Snake.
Oh, damn kid.
Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that because we want to have the health, but...
What are you thinking? Moron.
There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, as long as he doesn't punch kick you, then you can kind of hit him without consequence, but... Sorry, Snake. Unfortunately, they give you this really cool blade, and we're not going to use it because we're going to do a little skip here in the next section. There's a way to entirely skip pretty much the next battle. Look at Snake. He's just like, what are you doing, bro? You can skip pretty much the entire next battle because the doorway has a little bit of a hitbox error. And if we do a punch-punch kick while flattened up against it, we can actually just enter the next area. So you'll see that here in a moment. There's supposed to be a strat with using stun grenades to actually prevent getting shot at by the Tengu. I haven't had much luck trying to get that to work because I just get shot and drop the stun grenade, but we'll try it. Probably not going to work. This saves a lot of time, though, because otherwise you have to kill a lot of Tengu for this to actually work. Well, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, but... Sorry, Snake. You're kinda on your own, bud. We're gonna use Ration here. Again, we're not going big boss, we're just trying to get here as soon as... Trying to get this done as quick as possible. Not in the right spot. There's a very specific spot against this door you have to be in for it to work.
Right, catch.
Still not in the right spot. We're gonna die. Maybe it's more to the right? I had a lot of luck with this in practice. I'm not sure why it's not really working right now. Sorry, Snake. Now I think part of the problem is we're getting gummed up here by the Tengu. Let's just see if I can clear him out here. That's very weird. I was having good luck with this earlier. We're really not saving much time at this point, but now the guard's in the way, so it's not gonna work right.
Right, take the item.
Huh. I actually don't know what's happening here. That's very weird.
Use this.
Still gonna keep trying because, I mean, it's good practice for later. There we go. Okay, I have to press up after I do the punch-punch kick. I guess that was the part that I was missing. So yeah, you kind of just walk right through the door. It's a little bit busted, but... So we lost some time on that. That's okay. We're still generally ahead of time here, so that's good. Now, we're gonna try a skip here as well. It's dependent on Snake not killing this Tengu. Okay, well, hold on. That might still work, so... It's called the 309 skip here. We need to choke this guy 3 times, including the first one. Let him go. 1, and then choke him 9 times. 2. 3. As long as he doesn't get killed in here. 4. 5. 6. Efficient mail. Mailed to whom? I don't know. That is a great question. Who figured all this out? I don't know. There's many people figuring out weird strats like this, but the good news is, alright, so that should be our last one, hopefully. We're gonna just flatten against the wall back here and hopefully just wait. A lot of experimentation, I'm guessing. If we did this correctly, we should be able to just wait right here, and the battle should finish. If we didn't do it correctly, then Snake's gonna die. So, there's kind of no in-between. It's gonna go one way or the other. He's not taking much damage, though, so that's a good sign. Because from my past experience, when the skip doesn't work, he starts taking a lot of damage. He's taking some damage, we'll see. I think it probably should have happened by now. I might have messed it up. The unfortunate part is the skip does require some pretty precise timing. Like, you have to... I think if you don't get that first guard, the guard with the first, like, punch and then grab him, it doesn't quite work right. So it seems like it's not working, so... Still practicing that one. That was, like, only my third or fourth time doing it, so... Usually the issue I have with it is that... Oh, that's Snake. Usually the issue I have with it is that Snake actually kills the Tengu. And then you can't really do it after that happens, so... So we do it the old-fashioned way, that's okay. There's actually another skip you can do with the coolant that involves, I think you tranquilize Snake to make him not kill any of the Tengu. Okay, that was still kind of quick, so... We're still 12 minutes ahead of schedule, so that's good. There's another skip you can do by tranquilizing Snake and then gathering all the Tengu at the bottom and using the coolant spray to kind of just keep them frozen. But...
Not a bad idea, though.
You know.
Using fire to fight
so Solidus is going to commentate here for a bit. Now we're moving into the raise here in a minute. Oh, the raise. I've had some trouble with these in practice. I've had some good runs and some bad runs with the raise, so we'll see which one we get today.
It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando.
I'm not going to be able to commentate very much during the raise because there's a lot you have to pay attention to.
By VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack?
The general idea is you just gotta lower the health of them by shooting their leg first to open up their face shield, and then you just shoot them in the face. But you gotta avoid, of course, their rockets, machine gun, water cannon, and they can stomp on you too, which is fun. So
I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy.
That's just a ration. The good news is on hard you can take some attacks from the Ray if you have a lot of health, so... Again, we're not doing big boss ranks, so might as well use the rations.
From it. And now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
Here we go. Okay, he's coming up on stage here in just a minute. Yep, okay, yep, that's okay. Okay, we're getting stomped. Okay, that's okay. The important thing with the raise is just don't, just recover, right? Because they're gonna keep attacking. We want to just... Okay, he's coming on stage, so that works. Oh, he's done. I forgot. Oops. Look at that, we killed a raid before it even came on stage. Oh, this ain't good. You need to hit the rays on stage before they finish their machine gun attacks. If you let them get a machine gun attack on you, it's not going to be good because, well, it's not the machine gun attack itself. It's the fact that they'll start shooting leg missiles, and those are very difficult to avoid. These rockets that the rays off stage are shooting are not that hard to avoid, but the leg missiles are very difficult to avoid, so... Okay, he's coming on stage. Try and get the ray off stage here. I missed. That's fine. Yep, those right there. Yep, those are a real pain. So you definitely want to focus on the one that's on stage. Otherwise you'll find out like I almost just did right there. To avoid the machine gun blast, you just want to run in like a U pattern. The machine gun's actually the easiest attack to avoid. Okay, that's another ray down. Okay, that one was a lot closer than I was expecting. Now, I want to be clear, this is not really speedrun strat. There is quicker strats to actually loop the rays, but we're still just kind of going as quick as we can here. That one's not going to count, because unfortunately that one was looking away from me, so... I'm getting a lot of text messages right now. Cannot answer, I apologize. Whew. When the rays are doing their battle cries, you can actually get a hit on them for full damage, but it's very short duration that they're doing the battle cry, so it's kind of hit or miss whether you'll actually be able to pull it off. Yeah, I'm trying to get hits on the rays off stage, but you just don't have a lot of time between the main one and those ones, so it's better to focus on the one that's on stage, because he's the one that can actually do a lot of damage to you. The ones off stage can just fire rockets. They're not really that big of a threat. Because those rockets are very easy to avoid. It's just simple run away and cartwheel. Okay, one more. Should be one more. Should be this guy right here. Pretty sure hard is just the B series. Ah, we're not gonna get him. One more set of leg rockets there. That's okay. And that's the raise. All right, that was actually really good. That was one go. I'll take it. Now we get to proceed on to Solidus. Oh, I hit yes on the save prompt. I was too excited. Thankfully, I only have 2 saves, so it doesn't take that long to load.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Now, for this sequence here, when Solidus chokes you, actually do need to spam triangle. You can actually get killed here.
Answers out of you instead, my son.
Actually, this one's really hard to button mash, to be quite honest with you. It's very difficult to button mash this one. Very difficult. I actually don't know if you can die here. I assume you can based on how hard that is to
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't
button
know
mash, but
It's not him I want the answers from.
at least there's no Metal Gear Solid 1 with Ocelot going, "Don't use auto fire or I'll know." Actually, real humans have triggered the auto fire detection in Metal Gear Solid 1, which is pretty hilarious. Raiden would say that, I feel like, too. So, before we get the Solidus battle here, the GWAI is going to give us some codec calls and basically, like, roast humanity, pretty much. I mean, some of the things it says are kind of true, but, you know, it's an AI, so we're supposed to kind of be like, no, no, no. Let's see if we can get a decent Solidus run here. I think we'll actually be under 2 hours. Maybe not in the final time, but we'll definitely be under 2 hours when we finish Solidus, I think. So that's good. The strat for Solidus, there's multiple strats. I'm going to just go for the most simple of all the strats. The edge strat. You abuse the iframes here. And you get some hits on Solidus. Well, yeah. Usually, you can get 2 hits on him. I just mistimed it. This isn't the fastest strat, but it's the most consistent. Ooh! He actually almost, he dodged those. Interesting. Okay. Maybe not. I've never done this strat before, so... Okay, that's not working great. Let's try a different strat. There's actually a strat... There's a strat involved with blocking that kick. That's what I was trying to do, but never done it before. Literally never done it before, so... What you gonna do? Come at me, bro. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, I'm just not familiar with the timing here, unfortunately. Like I said, this is the part of the game that I am the least familiar in terms of speedrun strats. Oh, Ryan! Ryan? Or Ryan? Who's Ryan? I don't know. Ah, you're a dick. Man, that kick is hard.
Let's go.
I don't know how you're supposed to block that. There is a strat involving blocking the kick. I just...
What's wrong
Damn it.
with you?
Get up, Ryan. The strat that I'm kind of trying to do, but I'm failing heavily, is if you hit Solidus twice on his bad eye side, you can actually run around him quite quickly and get hits on his, on his good eye. If you try and hit him twice with his good eye, you can run around him and hit him on the bad eye side. I'm just not doing it correctly. Sure, that wasn't what I meant to do, but...
Let's go.
Ah, I need to not get close to him, man. Here, let's see. Maybe I'll try this again.
Quit playing around.
I just hate that I'm only getting 1 hit on him. It's like my stick's not really registering for some reason. There we go. That's more how this is supposed to look. Okay. Now he's entering phase 2.
But this is where it gets interesting.
Doesn't really change much. We can still do the strat. He's just gonna do some shooting around type deal. We're just gonna do the same thing.
What are you doing?
Ooh, that's not good. Actually, it worked somehow. Come on, Solidus. You know you want to try and cut me off.
What are you doing?
There you go. Whoa! That wasn't good. Okay, I need a... Oh, I don't have any rations. Okay, ration. Where are the rations? Oh, goodness. Oh, that's not good. Do damage, run. Ration, please. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, I have no rations, so, like... We're gonna just kind of try and keep doing this strat. I do not want to die here. He's so close. No! No, god damn it! That might be it right there. I should have just kept fighting him the normal way. Damn it. Alright. Let's just fight him normally. Or, well, I don't know. Here, hang on. This was actually working now, so...
What are you doing?
Outweaved, exactly. I'm not a master of the blade. It's interesting how consistent it is now. I guess I'm getting the timing correct now. If you climb up too late, it seems, then he goes back into his invincibility frames. But if you get up right as he's about to start slashing, then you still have the iframes and you can get the 2 hits on him. That was too late, so this isn't gonna work. Yep, okay. So that was the problem. Got it. Now I know that for next time. It is a little weird though, because now he's at a weird angle. But it's still working, so. Okay.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
We lost no health there, so that's good. That's good. Whoa, bro. Chill.
What are you doing?
I don't know, what are you doing?
Quit playing around.
The timing is way tighter in phase 2. Okay.
Take this.
Okay.
Take this.
Damn it. Alright, let's just fight him. One more. There we go. That's Solidus. Now, time does not stop until the credits complete and we see the score screen. So it's going to be a very tight window here to get under 2 hours. We completed the actual game portion, though, in under 2 hours, which I'm very happy about.
Do you remember
so
this place?
I will take that so far. We have to wait for the end credits here, though. We're probably going to be just over 2 hours, I would say, after the credits, but
Today is the
I don't know.
day
Did the
I
credits
met
take
you.
almost 5.5 minutes?
That's it.
Or I guess, yeah, 5.5 minutes. There is a lot of them, especially with the HD collection, so... GG easy. Yeah, well, he killed me once, so... easy enough, I guess. We'll put it that way.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things...
I might actually submit this run, to be honest with you. It was absolutely hard. I
you
shouldn't
talking
submit
about
this
the
run. I
baby?
really should, because there was a
Yeah.
lot of areas that we could have improved.
The
We had
genes aren't the
multiple
only thing
continues
we
in
pass
different
on.
areas.
There are too many things that aren't
I would say
written
we
into
could
our DNA.
probably...
It's up
I mean,
to
heck, I
us
was 4.5,
to teach that to
almost
our
5
children.
minutes ahead of
What kind of
segment
things?
time on
About the
Solidus, so
environment, our ideas,
we could probably
our
get
culture,
an hour 50, hour
poetry,
45 if we
compassion,
didn't have all those continues and stuff
sorrow,
along the way.
Joy. We'll tell them everything together.
So I don't know,
Is
but we'll
that
see. We'll see how I feel.
Proposal?
This
I might
is
submit
for
it just for
your
the time
ears.
being. And if we get a better run, we can of course submit that later. He was hacking, man. Come on. Why does he have all these invincibility frames that I don't? Unbelievable, man. It's almost like he's a boss, and that's the way it's supposed to be. It's like when DSP was playing this. Oh, I shouldn't go into it because that's a whole nother can of worms. But if you haven't watched the This Is How You Don't Play Metal Gear Solid 2, oh boy, it's gonna make your blood pressure go up. I mean, I have a pretty high tolerance for people who are new to a game and don't know the mechanics. I mean, but wow, he's something else, man. DSP. Heck, I watched when Pomu played this game. I mean, people thought that she wasn't kind of slow and not that great at it, but she's miles ahead of DSP, man.
I walk by myself on the street.
Written by Kojima.
And
Hideo Kojima, yes. Oh yeah, he has something personal, by the way. I sorry to bring this up, but DSP has something personal against Kojima. Every other time he dies, he just goes something stupid as Kojima. It's quite entertaining, really. It really is.
These will show. I can't say goodbye.
I'm listening to a very scuffed version of this end credits song. It's oh, my audio is so scuffed in my headphones.
Holding on till the end. Out of the darkness, there is no other way.
So we're just waiting here
than the
for the final score rank screen. Also, this game does not run based on live split time. It runs off of in-game time. So that's really the time that matters, is our in-game time. Snake Eater speedrun when? Oh, that's a whole nother beast right there. Metal Gear Solid 3 is... Ooh, that's the speedrun right there. I don't know if I can... Because I have even trouble just playing Metal Gear Solid 3 alone by itself. Maybe I'll play it sometime on stream. I don't know about a speedrun, but... I do want to do a dog tag run in this game, at least to get the stealth camo, because I've just never done that. What a thrill. Yes. The ladder scene in that game is beautiful. Ooh, I don't know, man. We might make it just under 2 hours here. We'll see. Also, in-game time is biatch in this game because it's always ticking through pauses, codec calls, cutscenes. So it should be pretty close to our live split time here. That's why I'm kind of like holding my breath to see if we get there. I don't know that we will, but... No, we're not gonna make it, unfortunately. Because there's a whole nother set of credits after this, so... We're gonna be just over 2 hours. That's... Oh, that hurts, man. That hurts. If I hadn't messed up Solace and I didn't have a continue or two here along the way, we might have just made it. Oh, man. That's okay. Gives me something to shoot for next time.
I fall to my knees.
I'm gonna guess we're gonna be like 203 or something like that. It's probably gonna be rigged, absolutely rigged. It was the Patriots, man.
Please stay for a while. Make time, refuse to fly. I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend, 'cause I know how
It's too bad, because this is kind of a jazzy little, tune that's going on here as well. I'd like to enjoy it, but I'm just waiting in bated breath for the end screen here.
It's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away.
Yeah.
I'll find
Always something with Metal Gear.
the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
Okay, actually, we are about to be at the end here, because I think the game post... maybe not. Every time I think I'm about the end, it's not the end. I thought the game posters were pretty close to the end. I could be wrong, but... I know when you see the logos and stuff, that's definitely the end, because it'll say about... Because Otacon is... His name is actually a convention in Maryland, so there's a line here that says something like, Otacon is a trademark of Otacorp or whatever. That's towards the end, I know that. Yeah, right here, so this is the end of the credits right here. That's a fun fact, actually. A lot of people didn't know that Otacon's name. I mean, he obviously says in the first game that it's Otaku Convention, but it's actually the name of a real con. A lot of people don't know that, so... I thought this was the end. I don't know why I thought this was the end. There's still how many fucking credits here? I'm just gonna shut up. The end is here when the end is here. MetalGearSolid.com. That looks like the end. Nope. Yes. Maybe. Kojima. No. Maybe now. Director. Okay. I think that's it. No. Fuck. Konami's got to get their plug. Okay. Alright, here we go. We got to skip the last little bit of dialogue here. You gotta be careful, though, because it's easy to accidentally skip the rank screen, the score rank screen. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's time. 203.32 on the live split, 203.15 on the playtime. Oh, 8 continues. If not for those 8 continues, man. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But there it is. 203.15. That's the official time. And we should have Hawk rank because we were under 3 hours. Oh, Pigeon. Probably because I used too many rations. Well, so much for that. None of this went right, huh? That's still okay. I'm still happy with the time. Thank you, thank you. It was still more or less what I was looking for. We'll save that. That way we have a New Game Plus to work off of. If I decide to do that later. Well, there you have it. That was the Metal Gear 2 speedrun. Or, well, yeah, Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear Solid 2 speedrun, I should say. We might do another one of these at another point in time. I'm definitely going to be working on refining some of the strats and clearing up some of those continues, man. I just was off my game. Some of those areas that I got continues on, I've blew through like nothing before, so that's the nature of speedrunning. So anyhow, I have to get going. I have some people texting me that I need to kind of answer, so I appreciate everybody that was sticking around watching Level 2 Rogue. Definitely saw you chatting throughout the whole time. Appreciate that. Dylan was here briefly. Amazing Blazin' was here. I don't know if he ended up leaving. Had to time him out because he was kind of spamming the chat. So, hate to do that. We did have James OC95 was on Twitch. Not sure if he ended up sticking around. So, either way, appreciate everybody tuning in. And that's all for today's stream. So, we will see you next time. Have a good one, everybody. No problem, Level 2 Rogue.